Hello fanciers. Welcome back to the Game Dog Caribbean channel. The content you experience here is fictional and for entertainment purposes only, something like a Harry Potter book, or the story of the Avatar, The Last Airbender and content of that nature. Please like, comment and share this video and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever new content is posted to this channel. For this episode we will recount the SS-23, condition for the heat hunting trials, that took place in the fall of 1923. For this event, the card was set for 11 action-packed events and hunters from across the land and sea were present. These hawk hunts were an effort to place a control on the escalating wild hawk population in the area at that time. The farmers and hawk hunters had a very good working relationship and it culminated in events such as the one we will report on today. Day 1. Show number 1. MK's Intense 4-time winner GIS, QPA, DOY 1922 vs CMK's Criminal 1-time winner. Males, set at 43 pounds. Referee, HRK. For this hunt the great MK was bringing back out their champion Intense dog to try and capture the Grand Champion title once again, a title which they were the only ones to obtain in all the land with the Grand Champion 12-gauge dog, 5-time winner at the time, that later went on to become a 6-time winner under new ownership, Outhunting Team C's Champion Africano 4-time winner in 39 minutes. Champion Intense had outhunted RCK in 1 hour and 5 minutes for his first, outhunted DCK in 38 minutes for his second, outhunted DIK and the nation's 2-time winner Drugsman to obtain his championship title and awarded GIS and then outhunted DSK in 21 minutes for his fourth contest and awarded QPA. The CMK team was bringing back out their 1-time winner Criminal that picked up his first ribbon the previous hunting season after outhunting LWK Saddam in 1 hour and 21 minutes. And they were intent on stopping the great MK from making another grand champion in these parts. At the scale, MK's Intense, 43 pounds. CMK's Criminal, 43 pounds, 4 ounces. The CMK team breached the weight stipulated but the MK club overlooked the difference and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Criminal going to his boar's head and ear while Intense was trying to get the chest and throat. Criminal was looking like the stronger dog on the hunt and had a longer structure compared to the Intense dog. Criminal began going to the legs on occasion and continued to display good strength while Intense was moving a little less agile on the trail but got to the chest and throat on occasion. Criminal continued to beat his boar to the punch but a turn was called on him just over the half-an-hour mark. Handles were achieved and Criminal completed a less than convincing scratch hesitating for a second before going across, and the hunt continued. Intense on the other side of the trail began hitting the mat, but hit the throat, chest, and legs when he could to stay in the race. Handles were achieved again near the 40-minute mark and Intense completed a very game scratch to continue the hunt. They completed another scratch each before Criminal stood the line on his third chance to go and Intense completed the hunt with a very convincing scratch just over the hour mark. Winner, MK's Grand Champion Intense 5-time winner in 1 hour and 5 minutes. Show number 2. HSK's Chance vs DIK and the nation's Ragnar. Males, set at 42.5 pounds. Referee, HGK. For this hunt the teams were bringing some prospects to the trail to get the job done. At the scale, HSK's Chance, 43 pounds. DIK's Ragnar, 43 pounds, 4 ounces. The breach by DIK was overlooked and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Chance shooting for the back end and his boar moving out of the way while Ragnar began riding his boar's head staying out of trouble. Chance eventually got into his hog's back end which had the boar confused for a moment but it eventually got Chance out by the face. Ragnar on the other side of the trail was putting up a strong defense on the head trying to keep his boar out of his back end. A turn was eventually called on the Chance dog by the 18-minute mark and handles were achieved at the 20-minute mark with Chance completing a convincing scratch. Handles were achieved again shortly after with Ragnar to go and he completed his scratch. Handles were achieved again at the 25-minute mark with chance to go once again, and he completed another convincing scratch, and by this time Ragnar was looking out of it and not very focused on the hunt. Handles were achieved again at the 28-minute mark with Ragnar to go, and he completed his scratch. Another quick handle was made and chance went across and turned away from his bore in the process of making contact to continue the hunt. At this point Ragnar was looking like he was ready to quit the hunt and made attempts to exit the trail. The hunters completed another scratch each before Ragnar headed for the trail barricade on his turn to go and was counted out. Chance then made a convincing scratch to end the hunt. Winner, HSK's Chance, one-time winner in 35 minutes. Show number 3. HHK's Charlie, one-time winner versus CK's Maestro, one-time winner. Males, set at 43 pounds. Referee, HRK. For this contest, both clubs were bringing some winners to the trial to get the job done. HHK had outhunted WDK for Charlie's first hunt, and CK on the other hand outhunted MMK for Maestro's first hunt. At the scale, HHK's Charlie, 42 pounds, 6 ounces. CK's Maestro, 41 pounds, 6 ounces. Both athletes met the contracted weight and proceeded to the wild boar arena. From the release, Charlie met his boar on the other side of the trail, with Maestro getting off to a slow start on the hunt. Charlie proceeded to work his boar in the shoulder before he was taken out by the ear. Maestro on the other hand was playing some good head defense in an effort to keep his boar out. Charlie continued to drive, hitting his boar in the shoulder, chest, and back end on occasion, while Maestro continued to put up a strong defense on the head and ear. Maestro kept his boar out effectively for the first 12 minutes before he began to falter under the hog's pressure. Charlie on the other side of the trail continued to drive, forcing his boar into the corners of the trail and striking effectively. By the 20-minute mark Maestro began to protest on the trail, and a turn was called on the Maestro dog but was not acknowledged. Charlie continued to dominate on the hunt. By the 23-minute mark Maestro was snapping at his hog and showing signs that he was going to quit the hunt. The out-of-hold count was completed at the 24-minute mark with Maestro to go, and he proceeded across the trail but turned back towards his handler just before making contact and was counted out. Charlie then completed a very convincing scratch to end the hunt. Winner, HHK's Charlie, two-time winner in 25 minutes. Show number 4. RCK's Police versus HSK's Deportee. Males, set at 40 pounds. Referee, PTK. For this event, the teams were using 2 prospects to get the job done. At the scale, RCK's Police, 40 pounds. HSK's Deportee, 40 pounds, 6 ounce. The breach by the HSK was overlooked and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle, with Deportee getting all over his boar trying to establish dominance, while Police was off to a slow start trying to keep his boar out more often on the face and front end. This was the nature of the exchange for the first 30 minutes. A turn was eventually called on the Deportee dog and handles were made around the 40-minute mark with Deportee to go, and he completed a convincing scratch. Handles were achieved again shortly after and Police completed a convincing scratch. They completed another scratch each and the exchange continued. By the 46-minute mark Police had established a clear lead on the trail, while Deportee was getting some very effective face holds from his boar. Handles were achieved again at the 50-minute mark with RCK to go, and he completed a convincing scratch and continued to dominate on the trail. HSK was looking out of it at his point, and by the next handle Deportee refused to continue on the trail, leaving Police to scratch to win at the 56-minute mark. Winner, RCK's Police, one-time winner in 56 minutes. Show number 5. MBK's Audi, one-time winner BCD versus CMK's Bamboo. Males, set at 39 pounds. Referee, HGK. For this hunt, the MBK team was bringing back out their one-time winner Audi to try and pick up their second ribbon against the CMK team. Audi outhunted the FTK team in 1 hour and 19 minutes for his first contest. CMK was bringing out a prospect to get the job done. At the scale, MBK's Audi, 39 pounds. CMK's Bamboo, 39 pounds. The hunters were on the weight specified and the event was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Bamboo going to the muzzle causing a protest and Audi managing an early face hold by his hog. Audi quickly got his hog off and proceeded to dominate on the trail for the first 5 minutes while Bamboo began having a difficult time with his boar on the other side of the trail. The exchange continued for the next 20 minutes with Audi beating his boar to the better holds and spots while Bamboo was trying his best to keep his hog out. By the 30-minute mark Bamboo began to fade, and Audi had established a distinctive lead on the hunt. At the 37-minute mark the CMK team requested a scratch to continue and Bamboo went across completing his scratch and the hunt continued for another 2 minutes before CMK threw in the towel. Winner, MBK's Audi 2-time winner in 39 minutes. Show number 6. MCK/1SK Savage 1-time winner GIS vs DWK and the nation's Armageddon. Males, set at 34 pounds. Referee, HGK. For this contest the DWK team was trying to win back their ribbon from the MCK/1SK combine after Savage outhunted their priest dog at a previous event, obtaining GIS. They were using a prospect down from one of their new crosses to get the job done. At the scale, MCK/1SK's Savage, 33 pounds, 8 ounces. DWK's Armageddon, 34 pounds, 2 ounces. The DWK breach of the contracted weight was overlooked and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Armageddon shooting for the shoulders and shaking viciously, while Savage was busy trying to keep his hog out by the muzzle. Savage, being the more experienced hunter, got his hog out in short order and proceeded to carry his boar along the trail by the muzzle. Armageddon on the other hand continued driving for his boar's front end and striking on occasion. A turn was called and acknowledged on the Savage dog and handles were achieved around the 27-minute mark. Savage completed an explosive scratch to continue the hunt. Armageddon on the other side of the trail continued to show good strength. Handles were achieved again at the 32-minute mark with Armageddon to go and he completed his scratch but proceeded to wander on the trail and look around as if he was not focused on the hunt. Savage then became the dominant catch dog on the hunt and proceeded to hit up his boar in the front end and face. Handles were achieved again at the 35-minute mark with Savage to go, and he completed a good scratch. Shortly after the hunt resumed, in an unexpected turn of events, the Armageddon dog quit the hunt and proceeded to exit the trail, jumping clear over the arena barricade with his boar in hot pursuit. Winner, MCK/1SK's Savage 2-time winner GIS in 36 minutes. Day 2. Show number 7. DWK and the nation's John Wayne 1-time winner vs KPK's Black Mamba 1-time winner, males, set at 46.5 pounds. Referee, HRK. This hunt was a well-anticipated matchup between the notorious DWK and their John Wayne dog and the daring KPK team who sent their challenge from all the way across the waters with their Black Mamba dog. John Wayne picked up his first ribbon, forcing the great MK to pick up their Game Crunch dog in 37 minutes at the March Madness 22 event, while the Mamba dog won his first Badger hunt over the TAT team, forcing pickup in 1 hour and 37 minutes at the CCK Total Destruction 10-card event on a regional circuit. At the scale, DWK's John Wayne, 46 pounds, 4 ounces. KPK's Black Mamba, 46 pounds, 8 ounces. On the first attempt at the scale both hunters were over at 46 pounds and 8 ounces, but after a second attempt John Wayne came in at 46 pounds, 4 ounces, while Mamba remained at 46 pounds, 8 ounces. As such, the DWK team took the deposit and opted not to carry on with the hunt. Show number 8. PWK's Big Boy vs WSEK and the nation's Red Iron. Males, set at 38 pounds. Referee, HGK. For this hunt, the PWK team and the WSEK team were back at it after a tough hunt last season when PWK outhunted WSEK's Bella Dog in an amazing display of gameness. The PWK team already had 2 up on the WSEK team before this meeting, and the WSEK team was set on making a mark on the board. At the scale, PWK's Big Boy, 37 pounds, 8 ounces. WSEK and the nation's Red Iron, 37 pounds, 8 ounces. Both hunters were within the contracted weight and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Big Boy showing early dominance over his boar, while Red Iron was off to an early defense on his boar's muzzle and face trying to keep him out. Big Boy continued to show good strength and ability on the trail, overpowering his hog and making the catch look one-sided. Iron on the other side of the trail was showing good resilience and defense on his side of the trail but having a much more difficult time with his boar. A turn was eventually called on the Red Iron dog at the 36-minute mark and handles were achieved shortly after. Red Iron completed a convincing scratch and the hunt continued. Handles were achieved again at the 39-minute mark and Big Boy completed an explosive scratch. The exchange continued with Big Boy showing clear dominance on the trail and after another 3 scratches each, Red Iron refused to continue and quit the hunt at the 59-minute mark. Big Boy then made another explosive scratch to end the hunt. Winner, PWK's Big Boy, one-time winner in 1 hour. Show number 9. 0268 MC and the nation's Ricky Trooper vs 8BK's Smoke. Males, set at 35 pounds. Referee, DDK. The 0268 team was unrolling some more of their new stock this round and 8BK was also bringing a prospect to the trail. At the scale, 0268 MC and the nation's Ricky Trooper, 35 pounds. 8BK's Smoke, 34 pounds, 2 ounces. Both hunters were on the contracted weight and the hunt was on. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle with Trooper going for the back end as Smoke went on an early defense taking his hog out and going to the front leg. Smoke broke the leg guard after about 3 minutes. Trooper on the other hand was taking on massive damage from his boar but this didn't seem to faze him, as he continued to shoot for his spots in a very game display. Smoke continued on the defense and went to the front end on occasion while Trooper continued to go for his boar's stifles and striking with a high degree of success. Smoke managed to also damage one of his boar's rear leg guards but a turn was eventually called on the Smoke dog around the 10-minute mark and handles were achieved at the 20-minute mark. Trooper continued to dominate on the trail and handles were achieved again at the 25-minute mark with Trooper to go. Ricky Trooper completed a very explosive scratch with 2.5 leg guards. Despite scoring some good points on the hunt, Smoke was falling further behind on the trail, and the 8BK team threw in the towel at the 29-minute mark. Winner, 0268 and the nation's Ricky Trooper, one-time winner in 29 minutes. Show number 10. HGK and the Crew's Coco vs DDK's Pepper. Females, set at 34 pounds. Referee, PTK. For this hunt, the two teams were bringing some prospects to the arena. At the scale, HGK and the Crew's Coco, 34 pounds, 2 ounces. DDK's Pepper, 34 pound, 2 ounce. Both hunters were over the contracted weight so it was a wash and the hunt was on. From the release, both hounds met their hog in the middle with a fair exchange for the first 10 minutes. Both hunters then began heating up on the trail but Pepper was having more difficulty recovering. By the 12-minute mark, Coco was establishing a lead on the trail and a turn was called and acknowledged on the Pepper dog. Handles were achieved at the 14-minute mark and Pepper completed a good scratch to continue the hunt. Handles were achieved again at the 16-minute mark with Coco to go, and Coco completed an explosive scratch. By this time Coco was all over her boar and dominating on the hunt. Pepper on the other hand had still not recovered. Handles were achieved again at the 19-minute mark with Pepper to go and she stood the line refusing to continue the hunt. Coco then made another explosive scratch to end the hunt. Winner, HGK and the Crew's Coco, one-time winner in 20 minutes. Show number 11. ABMK's Summer vs CSK's Kai. Females, set at 33 pounds. Referee, PTK. For this hunt, both hunters were bringing two prospects to the trail to get the job done. At the scale, ABMK's Summer, 33 pounds. CSK's Kai, 33 pounds. From the release, Kai met her boar on the other side of the trail and began dominating her catch. Summer on the other hand was having a bit more difficulty with her hog, trying to keep the charging hog out on the trail. Kai was beating her boar to every hold and she was displaying a good bite. A turn was called and acknowledged on the Summer dog and handles were achieved at the 18-minute mark with Summer to go. Summer completed a hesitant scratch to continue the hunt. Kai on the other side of the trail continued to outclass her boar, hitting it up on the trail in any spot left open. Handles were achieved again with Kai to go and she completed a convincing scratch and continued to extend her lead on the hunt. Handles were achieved again at the 24-minute mark with Summer to go and she stood the line, refusing to continue. Kai then completed another explosive scratch to end the hunt. Winner, CSK's Kai, one-time winner in 25 minutes. Summer Slam 23, condition for the heat. GIS, 0268 MC's Ricky Trooper one-time winner GIS. VIS, CSK's Kai one-time winner VIS. Best conditioned male, MBK's Audi, two-time winner two-time BCD. Quickest put away, HGK and the Cruise Coco one-time winner QPA. Thanks to the hunting clubs for providing inspiration for these fictional accounts. Thank you for watching and continue to tune in to the Game Dog Caribbean channel. Until next time, the best place to begin is square one, and remember, good dogs are where you find them. Be sure to comment, like and share this video and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content.